The situation involves an electrical inspector who appears to have a misunderstanding of electrical code requirements. This is evident from their insistence on practices that do not comply with the code and their misinterpretation of a bonding jumper as a bare neutral. The inspector initially failed an inspection based on a misunderstanding of the bonding arrangement. The instructions provided for the correction were vague. After the electrician made the correction, the inspection failed again without a clear explanation. The inspector attempted to pressure the electrician into using a method that was not code compliant and made statements that could be interpreted as threatening, questioning the electrician's experience. The electrician is frustrated with the inspector's unreasonable requirements and concerned that the inspector's lack of knowledge could pose a safety hazard. There is also a desire to engage the inspector in constructive dialogue to improve the situation. Several solutions are possible. Firstly, request a re-inspection from a different inspector to get an unbiased assessment of code compliance. Secondly, invite the inspector to a forum or discussion with other electrical professionals to facilitate a respectful exchange of knowledge and improve their understanding of the code. Thirdly, document all interactions with the inspector and provide evidence of code compliance to protect the electrician in case of future disputes. Fourthly, consider contacting the inspector's supervisor or the appropriate licensing authority if the inspector refuses to correct their misunderstandings or continues to act inappropriately. It's crucial for inspectors to enforce code requirements accurately and fairly. Practices that don't comply with the code can compromise electrical safety and endanger lives. Electricians have a responsibility to ensure their work meets code standards and to challenge inspectors who overstep their authority or misinterpret the code. Considering lever bypass meters as a disconnect is incorrect. The function of a lever bypass meter is to connect power independent of the meter, not to disconnect it. Repeatedly referring to the bonding jumper as a bare neutral is another misunderstanding of electrical terminology. An example of non-code compliant requirements is related to receptacles near jetted tubs. The inspector required that the receptacle under a jetted tub not be supported according to 314.23. They wanted the receptacles to be left unsupported to aid in unplugging them, which is not a code requirement and could be unsafe. Another example is failing houses for not being able to find the temp ground fault interrupter, where there is no code requirement for the location to be identified. Grounding and bonding are essential for electrical safety, ensuring a low impedance path for fault current to return to the source, thus facilitating the operation of overcurrent protective devices like circuit breakers or fuses. A bonding jumper connects non-current carrying metal parts of equipment together, creating an effective ground fault current path. A bare neutral should not be present at the meter socket. All conductors should be insulated except for the grounding conductors. The strap that connects the load side neutral lug to the meter can should be removed when grounding is provided, as indicated by the factory tag. Leaving the strap in place creates a parallel path for neutral current, which is undesirable. Removing the strap breaks the parallel path to neutral, which is the correct code compliant installation. A superior grounding system to the factory jumper is crucial for electrical safety. The inspector should not imply they are doing the electrician a favor by passing an installation that is code compliant. Inspectors should have a thorough understanding of the electrical code to ensure accurate and fair enforcement. It is important for inspectors to know the electrical code, instead of adding to it.